General Hospital spoilers reveal that Alexis is determined to hold someone accountable for the heartbreaking death of her daughter, Sam. Her relentless pursuit of justice has escalated into a formal lawsuit, setting the stage for an intense legal battle. However, the situation becomes even more explosive as Alexis directly targets General Hospital, accusing them of negligence that led to Sam's death. By filing a lawsuit against the hospital, Alexis sends shockwaves through Port Charles, forcing the institution to defend its reputation and operations. This bold move not only heightens tensions between Alexis and the hospital staff, but also raises critical questions about the hospital's responsibility and potential cover-ups in Sam's case. As emotions flare and secrets unravel, this lawsuit could expose significant flaws in the system, turning it into one of the most dramatic and memorable events in Port Charles history. Meanwhile, Portia has accused Lucas of being responsible for Sam's death, sparking a wave of tension among General Hospital staff. Portia's allegations leave Lucas overwhelmed with guilt and confusion, while also causing deep internal conflicts within the team. Despite his efforts to remain composed, Lucas cannot escape the pressure, especially as all eyes turn to him as a potential cause of the tragedy. The situation becomes even more complicated when Brad steps in to protect Lucas. As a close friend, Brad cannot stand by and watch Lucas drown in guilt and legal threats. He begins making adjustments to the factors surrounding Sam's death, hoping to ease the pressure on Lucas. However, Brad's actions, though well-intentioned, quickly escalate the situation into dangerous territory. It's possible that Brad is tampering with medical records or concealing key evidence to shield Lucas. These reckless adjustments not only put Brad at risk of exposure, but also jeopardize the hospital's credibility, making it an even easier target for Alexis's lawsuit. As tensions continue to rise, Portia begins to suspect the integrity of the hospital's processes. Brad's unusual actions only heighten her suspicions, plunging the story into an increasingly complex spiral. As a dedicated doctor, Portia is unlikely to overlook signs of wrongdoing. Meanwhile, Lucas, unaware of Brad's actions, struggles with guilt and the pressure from both the hospital and his family. He faces a critical crossroads. Should he confront the truth and take responsibility if he made mistakes, or let Brad continue trying to fix the situation for him? Port Charles is now at a boiling point, as the battle between personal protection and the pursuit of justice grows more intense. Alexis, determined to uncover the truth behind Sam's death, will not rest until the facts are laid bare. Will Brad's efforts save Lucas, or will they drag both of them deeper into trouble? The story reaches a new peak, filled with unpredictable twists and heightened emotions within the Port Charles community. Brad suddenly drops a shocking bombshell, revealing that Portia tampered with the test results related to Sam's death. According to documents provided by Brad, Portia not only violated ethical standards, but also falsified critical information in the medical records. This evidence is swiftly handed over to authorities, and Portia, who had been accusing Lucas, now finds herself as the primary suspect in Sam's death. This revelation sends shockwaves through the hospital and the Port Charles community. As the evidence is reviewed, Portia is quickly arrested on charges of tampering with medical records and potentially causing Sam's death. Her arrest sparks a wave of reactions from colleagues and the victim's family alike. This scandal not only ruins Portia's reputation, but also plunges General Hospital into a severe crisis. Questions about the hospital's management, procedures, and staff accountability become the center of public scrutiny. Alexis, already in the middle of her lawsuit, is now even more motivated to intensify her fight, demanding transparency and justice for Sam. Portia, once a respected and devoted doctor, now faces serious charges, the loss of her career, and a potential prison sentence. Her actions have not only damaged her personal reputation, but also caused significant harm to the hospital and those who trusted her. Meanwhile, Brad, despite exposing the truth, is not free from suspicion. His bold move raises questions among colleagues, with some wondering if his actions were entirely altruistic or motivated by a desire to protect himself or Lucas. Nevertheless, Brad's revelations have opened a new and dramatic chapter in Port Charles, filled with conflicts and consequences that all parties involved must now confront. Alexis ultimately wins her lawsuit, securing justice for Sam's untimely death. However, this victory comes with significant fallout, as Portia is charged with murder based on evidence provided by Brad. The charges against Portia not only shock the Port Charles community, but also trigger a series of new disasters. Portia, once known as a dedicated and highly regarded doctor, now faces the stigma of being accused of murder. She is arrested, her reputation is shattered, and her family is left in turmoil. Her role as the central figure in this case not only disrupts her personal life, but also shakes public confidence in General Hospital. Patients, staff, and the community alike question whether the healthcare system can still be trusted. The charges against Portia also provoke mixed emotions among the public. Some view her as a victim of workplace pressure and systemic flaws, while others demand strict punishment for her alleged actions. Portia's family becomes embroiled in the storm of public scrutiny, suffering deeply as they witness their loved one's downfall and face an uncertain future. For Alexis, while achieving her goal of justice for Sam, there is little satisfaction. Her victory comes at the expense of another family's destruction and unforeseen consequences for the Port Charles community. Furthermore, Brad's role in exposing the truth raises suspicions. Did he act solely to reveal the facts, or were his motives more self-serving? The aftermath of Brad's actions could lead to a cascade of new complications, especially if Portia claims she was set up. Port Charles now finds itself in the midst of an unprecedented storm. While Alexis has secured justice, the unfolding events have opened a new chapter filled with tension, conflict, and challenges that promise to keep everyone on edge as the story continues to evolve.